Hey guys, welcome to Tabletop Baseball Digest, and this is Tony Porter, previously from Cards and Dice TV, and we're replaying Game 7 of the 2017 American League Championship Series, also known as the Garbage Can Series. Astros were, there was a scandal. The Astros were stealing signs and then sending messages out to the batters through banging on garbage cans, and it took a lot of beef because of it. And we're playing Game 7, so see what happens. See if the Yankees can overcome the Astros cheating. It's going to be CC Sabathia against Charlie Morton. We are in Minute Maid Park in Houston, and let us play ball. All right, let's get to. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're using Digital Diamond Baseball. It's a beautiful field, a beautiful system. I cannot complain. I got the whole 100 years of baseball teams and seasons for $27. All right, here's the pitch. We're going to roll, and let me get the camera on that. Hold on a second. All right, so we rolled some dice, and it's a 3-10. So it's going to be off Gardner against Morton. He's a righty, so it's a 3 and a 10, and that's going to be, one would be a single, but it's a 20. So that's going to be lined to the, he's a lefty, lined to the second baseman for the first out. So one down here in the top of the first inning. I'll go over the lineups right now. It's going to be Gardner, Judge, Gregorius, Sanchez batting cleanup. 5th is Bird, 6th is Castro, 7th is Hicks, 8th is Todd Frazier, 9th is Headley. And it should be one out. Is there one out or not yet? No, not yet. So I have to do the... And what did we just say this was? It was a 3... Oh, it was a line out to second base. So an L4. So Brett goes down on a line out. And next up is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge down here to the right. It tells you how he's done. He's 6 for 22. And the pitch. 4-11, so that's going to be off the pitcher's card, and he's a righty. That's a 4 and an 11. That's a ground ball to short, scooped up by Correa. On target to Gurriel. And that is out number 2. Here's Didi Gregorius. And Morton gets a sign from McCann, and he lets her fly. That's going to be a 5 against the lefty. A 5 and a 9er struck him out. And that retires the side for the Yankees with the Astros coming to bat. No score. Is that illegal? I don't know why. Let's do it again. Just a K. Shouldn't be illegal. All right, here goes. George Springer leads off against CC Sabathia. And that's a 6 and an 11. He is a righty, so a 6 and an 11 is going to be a 1-8 single, and I rolled a 12, so it's lined and caught. Gregorius goes up and brings it down. So ripped by Springer. L6. One down. Next up is Alex Bregman batting second today. It's Bregman second, Altuve third, Correa cleanup. 4th is Gurriel, 5th is Gaddis, 6th is McCann, 7th is Gonzalez, and 8th is Reddick. I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I missed somebody. I don't know who it was. All right, Bregman is up, and here's the pitch. It's a 2 and a 6. So a 2 will come off the batter card against the lefty. A 2 and a 6 is lifted to left. Gardner under it. 1 away. Or is that 2 away? 2 away. And here comes the righty hitting Jose Altuve. pitch from Sabathia. It's a 5 and a 10, a 5 and a 10, and that's a potential hit, but it won't be. Let me just double check. It's going to be a 1 at Astros. At the Astros Stadium, so that's going to be a line out to short, L6. And that is, we are starting up in the top of the second inning. It's going to be Sanchez against Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton gets the side, sets, and he's ready to roll, and here's the pitch, and that's a 6 off Morton against a righty, a 6 and a 4, and that's ball 4, so Sanchez walks. Hit double BB for base on balls, and Sanchez did not get credit for some reason. Hold on, I don't know what's happening. There we go. And next up is Greg Bird. He's had a pretty good series. 6 hits and 23 at bats, batting .261. The pitch, and that's a 1 and a 5 against a righty. 1 and a 5, strike him out. Next up is Starlin Castro with 1 out and 1 on. And the pitch, it's a 5. Castro's a righty, a 5 and an 8, and that's going to be a strikeout. Checks his swing, and they check with the first base umpire. Went around. Castro doesn't agree. And it's Aaron Hicks leading off here. Not leading off, but batting with 2 outs. And that is he's a switch hitter. He'll be batting lefty versus the righty. So that's a 5 on a 4, and that's a center field X. We rolled a 15. The center fielder is a 2 off the top of my head. Pretty sure he's a 2. And Springer is a 2, and he should make that play with no problem on a 15, and he does. He runs it down, a drive, and the gap, and Springer is there. F8. We go to the bottom of the second. So CC Sabathia facing Correa, and the pitch. And that's going to be, he's a lefty, so that's a 3 and a 10, and it needs to be a 1, and it's not. So it's ripped. L6. 1 down. Yuli Gurriel. Here's a pitch from Sabathia. It's a 2 and a 5. Against the lefty, a 2 and a 5. And that's a ground ball and through for base hit. So Gurriel is on with a single. 1B. Not great speed. Not doing very much of anything. Here's Evan Gaddis. Steps in the box with 1 out, 1 on. Good power, and that's a 2 and a 4 against the lefty, a 2 and a 4, and that's going to be popped up left side. Frazier calling for it. All right, so 2 outs now, and next up is Brian McCann. Pitch, and that's a 1 and a 10 against the lefty, and that's a deep drive, and at home, it's going to be 1 to 11, so that's going to be a drive to left, and Judge is right there. F9 to right, excuse me. So McCann flies out to Judge, and we start the top of the third with Frazier leading off against Charlie Morton. And Morton with a 5. He's a righty, so that's going to be a 5 and an 8, and that's strikeout. Got him with the slider. And next is Chase Headley. He's a switch hitter, batting lefty. And that is a 5 and a 9, and that's a check swing, and they check with the third base umpire, and he went around. We're back to the top of the order with Gardner leading off against Charlie Morton. And here's the pitch. And he's a lefty, so that's a 6 and a 7. And strike 3. Got the side. Remember, like and subscribe to my channel. We're going to the bottom of the third here, playing Stratomatic with cards and dice. It's Gonzalez leading off. Warren Gonzalez. He's a switch hitter, so he'll be batting to the right side. And that is a 5 and a 9, and that's a strikeout. So 1 down for Sabathia. Reddick, and he's a lefty, so that's a 6 and an 8, and that's going to be a ground ball. Second base. Ooh, second baseman is Castro. He's a 3, so that 6 is going to be a ball that he gets to over to first and in time. So Riddick grounds out. Is it going to be the top of the order? Yes, it is. Here comes Springer. As you can see, I got nice sleeves protecting my cards. And let's do this. During the lockdowns, my son and then we had a lockdown, and then we had a blackout for 3 days, and my son and I played these games, played this series together. So I got to keep this set. Springer, did I roll for him? Yeah, I did. It's a 1-5. A 1-5 against a lefty, and that's going to be a rip shot to the left and falls between Hicks and Gardner for a rope single. He's on at first now. He's not going to be jumping. Let's do this. Here's Bregman. Pitch from Sabathia. And that's going to be a 6 and an 8, and that's a ground ball. Second base. 15 should cover it. He's a 3 at second base, but the 15 he actually throws to first. 4-3, and that inning is over. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. I hope you're enjoying this game. No score. It's a pitching duel, and it's Aaron Judge. He can put a score on the board with one swing of the bat. Here's the pitch from Charlie Morton. It's 2. It's going to be off a 2 and a 6, and that ball is outside. He walks. And he's a 14. Morton is a -6, so we're not going to do that. So he's on at first with a base on balls. And here is Didi Gregorius with a 3. A 3 and a 10, and that's a potential home run. And that ball is deep, way back in the seats. 2-0 Yanks. Home run, Didi Gregorius. It's a ballpark shot. 3 with a 10. Diamond shot. All right. Next is Gary Sanchez. And that's a 3 and a 9. 3 and a 9. That's a strikeout. And next is Greg Bird. Wow. How did that happen? That's not supposed to happen. It's just not supposed to happen. And I can't find my 20-sided die. And there has to be more around here somewhere. Let's see what we got up here. Nope, nothing there. There's something here, but it's not a 20. It's a 10-sided die. Let's see for 20-sided die. All right. That's good for 20. That's a 10. That's 27 dies there. Oh, there it is. Got it. Just have to move my bag that I took over to the beach over the weekend. All right. So that's a 2 and a 6 and a 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5, who's up? It's Bird. So against a righty, a 2 and a 5, and that is a drive. And a 7 is going to be a deep drive to left. Backing up is Gonzalez. He makes the catch at the track. F7. And that's 2 away. Yankees lead at 2-0. 2-run shot by Gregorius. And here's Castro. Pitch from Mortadella. And that is a 2 and a 5. And that's a fly ball. Left center field. On the run is Gonzalez, and he catches up to it. F7 again. All right. Here comes Jose Altuve. Who's going to bat here? It's going to be Altuve, Correa, and Gurriel against CC Sabathia, who so far is pitching a shutout. See if he can keep it going. That's going to be a 5 and an 8, and it's going to be a triple single, and it's going to be a single. So ripped to center for a base knock, and Altuve is on at first. Next up, Carlos Correa. Guys, help me. All right, it's a 5 and a 6. A 5 and a 6. He's a righty, and that's going to be a 1-2 single. And it's a single. So little third, a shortstop knocks it down, and no throw. So it's first 2 batters reach here in the bottom of the 4th, and now it's going to be Gurriel. Pitch from Sabathia. Again, it's a 5 and an 8. He's still a righty, a 5 and an 8. Again, another triple. What the heck? And this is going to be a bases clearing triple. Oof. So game is tied, and Field's going to have to come in against Gaddis. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4. He's a righty, a 4 and a 3, and that's a fly ball right field X. A 19 for the right fielder Judge. Judge, I believe, is a 2, and he is. So a 2 on a 19 says B. And B says that runner, Forrest, batter, fly out, runner on third, score. So that's going to be a sac fly. All right, I think sac. Let's try that again. Cat is going to hit a fly. So sac, fly, 9. I'm doing something wrong here. Illegal out. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. Let's bench board game commands. Fly out, life field, sacrifice, pop. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it a different way, and I think it'll work for me. I'm going to do a fly. To who was it? Who was the fly to? 4. 4-3. Righty 4-3. Yeah, it's a fly out to right. Fly out to right. And runner on third advances. I think that's what they use, advances. Good, we got it. All right. Here is coming up is Brian McCann. 3-2 Astros. And that's going to be 5 against the lefty, a 5 and a 6, and that's a little blooper into right and drops in front of Judge. So McCann is in there with a single. Only 1 out so far. Next is Marvin Gonzalez, the pitch. And that's going to be a 3. A 3 and an 11 is a tapper right back to the mound. Sabathia turns, spins, whips it to Gregorius to throw to first. Not in time. So it's 1-4. And next is Josh Reddick. Pitch from Sabathia. 5. A 5 and a 5. That struck him out. All right. So we go to the top of the 5th, 3-2 Astros in the 2017 American League Garbage Can Series. All right, who's up? For Hicks, for the Yankees, it's Hicks. Morton's still in the game. Here's the pitch, and it's a 5 against a switch hitter, so it's going to be a 5. That's lefty, and an 8 is a check swing. Anywhere he gets called out. Next is Todd Frazier, and that is a 6. He's a righty with an 8. That's back-to-back Ks. Next is Chase Headley, switch hitter, so he bats lefty, and against the righty, so that's going to be a 3 and an 8, and that's a drive deep to left field. To the warning track is Gonzalez, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So after 4.5, the Astros are coming up, and they lead it by a run. George Springer leads off against CC Sabathia. Lefty with a 3 and an 11, and that could be a single, but it's not. It's a line out. L6. Here's Bregman now. All right, Bregman with a 5. 5 and a 9, and that's going to be okay. 2 away. Now is the always dangerous Jose Altuve. And the pitch, it's a 1 and a 9er against the lefty. A 1 and a 9 is a bouncer to third, charged by Frazier, fires to first in time. G5-3, and Yankees in the top of the 6th. Leading off is Gardner. And that's a 1 and a 12 against the righty. A 1 and a 12 is line base hit. So he rips one to right field. Picks up a single. Let's see if he's going to get the jump. Let's see. What is he? Oh, let's see if he gets the jump. A 9. Does a 9 give him a jump? No. No jump. So Gardner with a single. Let's see. All right. And now it's going to be Judge. Here comes the Judge. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to check out all my other videos. Like and subscribe. 6. It's going to be off Morton's card against a righty. A 6 and a 9. And that's a swing and a miss. Got him with the curve. And next is Didi Gregorius. He's got a 2-run homer with a 6 and a 3. And it's going to be off the pitcher. 6 and a 3. It would be a single with a 1. Otherwise, it's a line out to second base. And here comes Gary Sanchez. Wait a second. Gardner got on somehow. Gardner hit a single. And Gregorius just did something. He did a hold on, it was just a 6 and a 3, right? Against the righty, a 6 against the lefty, a 6 and then a 3. Okay, so Didi Gregorius. Now comes Gary Sanchez. But then what was that? 6 and 3. Oh, it was a line out. It was a line out to short. No, to 4. Out 4. Okay, now comes Sanchez. Should be 2 outs. And here's the pitch from Morton. And that's a 2 and a 5. He's a righty, so it's a 2 and a 5. And that is going to be line base hit. And runner will a horseshoe. I don't remember. I'm just going to get 1 base. Don't remember if it's 2 bases or 1 base on a horseshoe single. I know if he was in scoring position, it would become an out with 2 outs. All right. So the Yanks have something going here, and up comes Bird. Bird. Bird is a word. And here it is. It's a 1, so that's going to be off of Bird. A 1 and a 6, and that's popped up middle infield. Correa calls for it. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Yanks had something brewing, but we're not able to capitalize. And here comes Carlos Correa. And Sabathia, we're pushing Sabathia a little bit deeper, see what happens. And that's a 2 and a 4. So a 2 and a 4, and that's a deep drive to left. Way back, Gardner looks up, and that's gone. 4-2 Astros. And out comes Billy Martin. Billy Martin's going to make a change. So we're going to go down here. We're going to click on CC. Actually, we're going to click on his defense. And let's see who we're going to bring in. Pineda, Severino. We're going to bring in Adam Warren, Gallegos, Tommy Canley. We're going to bring in Canley. Tommy Canley is going to enter the game. What's up, boy? Huh? How you doing, babe? How you feel? Huh? Doing alright? These guys, these dogs are family members. They get more love than anybody ever. What was I looking for? I was looking for Tommy Canley. There he is. All right, Tommy Canley comes in. Sabathia's out. Correa hit a solo shot. Oh boy! And what happens now? Gurriel, see, there's nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch, and that's a 5-10. So that's off the pitcher, and he's a righty at 5-10. It's going to be a shortstop X with a 12. But Gregorius is a 1, so that should not be a problem. No, it's going to be on his error ratings, and his error ratings is E12. So E12, it's a 6 on an E12. And it's a ground ball that he feels, throws to first in time. G6-3. All right, next one is Gaddis. Pitch from Canley. It's going to be a 6 and a 12, and that's to the first baseman. A 12. First baseman is Bird. He's a 4. He's a 4 and a 12. Will force me to look at an E4 and roll these 3 dice. E4, and I rolled a 7, and that is a bounce through that. He'll scoop up and step on the bag, so he makes the play. And next is McCann, Ryan McCann, ex-Yankee. And the pitch, it's a 1 and a 6. He's a righty. A 1 and a 6 is a fly ball. Hicks moves back a couple of steps. He's under it, makes the catch, and that retires aside. Score is still, well, now it's 4-2 after that home run, that solo shot. Starling Castro leads off against Morton. We're pushing Morton just a little bit. And that's a 6 and a 9er against the righty. So a 6 and a 9 is a strikeout. Gets him with a curveball. Next up is Aaron Hicks. And that's a 3 and a 7 against the righty. So 3 and a 7. And it's a check swing. And he went around. And here's Todd Frazier with a 2 and a 9, and that's going to be a strikeout. So he strikes out the side. And that was the 7th. He's a 6, so he can still go to the 8th, complete the 8th. All right, we are in the bottom of the 7th. It's Canley is still in there. Try to push him. Oh, he can only go 1. So we're going to pull him for somebody else. It's very easy to do with the American League because these guys. We're going to bring in Chad Green. Where's the pitch? There it is. So Chad Green comes in. He'll go in. He'll face Marwin Gonzalez. It seems. And the pitch, it's a 3-10 against a righty, a 3-10, and that would need to be a 1. So it's a lineup to what was he? He's a switch hitter batting lefty, so it's a line out to second base. 1 down. Next is Josh Reddick. The pitch, and it's a 6 and a 6. A 6 and a 6 struck him out. So Green has some big strikeout numbers. And 1 out. 6 and a 6, right? That's what I said. Yep. And here's Springer. Here's a pitch. And it's a 4 against a righty, a 4 and a 6, and that's ball 4, so he walks. Another insurance run at first base with 2 outs, and here's the pitch to Bregman. A 1 and a 6, and that is base on balls, back to back. Loses the plate here. With runners on first and second in the bottom of the 7th. And he's facing Altuve. See what happens. Gonna stick with green for this one more batter, 1-9er. And that's off the hitter, a 1 and a 9, and that's gonna be a fly ball to left. Will Gardner get there? Yes. He makes it there. All right, where are we here? Headley's up in the top of the 8th. Headley versus Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton can go 6, so he can go 7 and 8. So he can go 2 more, as long as he doesn't get in trouble. 6-6. So it's a lefty, so it's going to be 6-6, and that's bouncer to second base. Altuve picks it up, and that's out number 1. Alright, where did I do that? Okay. That was Headley, now it's Gardner. That's where I did that. Okay, here's Morton. It's a 5 and an 8 against the lefty. A 5 and an 8. That's a strikeout. So Morton's having quite a day. And the next one is Aaron Judge. Man, he's going to have some future with the Yankees. And here's the pitch. It's a 2. It is a 2 and an 8, and that's going to be bounced to short. Picked up by Correa. Fires the first, and in time. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Now I have to change the pitchers. Alright, so Green is going to get pulled for a new pitcher. It's going to be Dylan Betances. Let's find him. There he is. Highlight him. Press P. And OK, and he's in the game. Just like that. So Betances versus Altuve, it seems. Nope, Correa. They got Betances out before. Alright, here's the pitch. And it's a 1-5. He's a righty. A 1-5 is a fly ball to center. Cruising over is Hicks. He's under it. Makes the catch. Now retires aside. 1 down. Next is Gurriel. And that's a 4 and an 11. Against a righty, 4 and 11 is strike 3 for out number 2. We're in the bottom of the 8th now. Last licks for the Yanks. And it's going to be 4 and a 2. So that's the pitcher. He's a righty. A 4 and a 2 is a strikeout.
Hey, Bubba.
And now Gaddis is up, it seems. So Gaddis is up. And here's a pitch from Betances. All right, so we rolled for Gaddis. It's a 4 and a 9er. So it's a 4 and a 9er. That's going to be a base on balls. So he'll walk. And next up is McCann. Righty lefty. And the pitch to McCann is a 5 and a 5 and strike 3. And that ends the inning. All right. So it's up to the Yanks now. It's up to the Yanks here in the top of the 9th. The Astros 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Yanks 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. And what's going to happen? So it's going to be Didi Gregorius getting into it. We're going to get a new pitcher. It's going to be Giles coming in there. Giles is the main closer for the Astros. So Giles is in there. Let's pop him in. Gonna grab Giles and pop him in. Let's see, there he is. He's gonna pitch, and there we go. Okay. And here's the pitch from Giles, Ken Giles, to Didi Gregorius. It's gonna be he's a righty, so it's a 3 and a 9, and just missed being a single. It's a chopper to the second baseman, and that's out number 1. So it's gonna be G4-3, 1 down. All right, next is Sanchez. Sanchez in the series is 6-4-28 with a home run. And the pitch, ooh, that's going to be a 6 and an 11. That's a fly ball right field. X, the right fielder, Reddick. Reddick is a 2, so he should be able to catch this on a 16. On a 16, the 2, he does run it down. So nice catch for the second out here by Josh Reddick. And here comes, the Yankees need a base runner. They need a bloop and a blast. Here comes Greg Bird, the lefty. Pitch from Giles. And that's going to be a 2 and a 9. And that's a deep fly ball to center field. Backing up to Springer. He's under it. And the ball game is over. The Astros beat the Yankees in the garbage can series by a score of 4-2 in Game 7. 4-2, 4-7-0 for the Astros, 2-3-0 for the Yankees. And what can I tell you? Unfortunately, I was hoping the Yankees would pull it out, but the Astros, to be honest, just good defense, kept on hitting, and that was the deal. So Charlie Morton gets the victory. Giles picks up a save. CC Sabathia will take the loss for the Yankees. But an outstanding little series. I'd like to play some more games with Stratomatic. Played very nicely. I don't know if I played exactly right all the time, because I wasn't, when guys were on base, even though there weren't many guys on base, I wasn't checking to see if it was a wild pitch or a pass ball, that sort of thing. But there weren't many guys on base, so it may not have been me. It may have been okay. I didn't screw it up. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group and to like and subscribe my channel. I'm playing Stratomatic with Digital Diamond Baseball, so you can see how easy it is to do that, and I'll continue to do this so you can see how I'm doing it and how easy it is, so you're not overwhelmed if you want to try it. And that's about it. Really enjoyed the game, and I will see you guys soon. I'm one subscriber away from 1,000. How cool is that? How cool is that? So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support, and keep on rolling. Take care.